Welcome to Homestead Corner. I'm Ginny, and today I want to talk a little bit about holding off inflation. When I am out in the community, I am seeing a lot more, especially elderly people, picking stuff up, looking at it, and putting it back down, especially at the meat counter. And I'll tell you, that just breaks my heart. But meat, the price is rising so high, and the food inflation is really getting harder and harder for everyone to keep their pantries full. So I think it's important for us to look at things that we can do and to help keep as much food on the table as we can. And it's not just food, it's also fuel. Gas has gone up to $5.14. I saw when I ran out today. That is an astronomical price. I have never seen gas in my 48 years be that high, but it is. So, and it's going to get worse. Recently in Washington, they have signed an executive order to raise the amount of ethanol in gas. Currently, it's at 10%, and they want to raise it to 15%. They want to demand that it's 15%. So that's going to cause more problems. It's going to cause a rise in gas because the ethanol costs more to refine. And it also is going to cause problems with cars because cars can't handle that. Especially the older cars, they are made to have no more than 10% of the ethanol in the gas. And it's also going to mean it's going to take more corn because that's 50% more than it was already using. So that is going to play into effect in the near future. I'm sure we're all going to see the effects of that. And it could be very damaging. Some cars will not run with it that high. And it's especially damaging to small engines, lawnmowers, weed whackers, small little things like that take gas. That's going to be a problem. So I am always looking at how can I help my family get through this better. So I wrote down a list of stuff here for things that we are currently doing and that are helping us to keep ends meeting. We're not gaining ground here. Nobody's gaining ground, I don't believe. But I do think that it's important to try and stay where you are as far as hanging on. And so one of the things that we do is we don't eat out. If we eat out, it is a super special occasion. We eat at home every meal. And if we are going somewhere, a lot of times we will pack a lunch. We'll put snacks in the car. We bring drinks with us. We do all those things to help save us money. And because when you're out, that bottle of water or bottle of soda, that costs a lot of money to buy one. Whereas if you have, you have water at home, you can fill your own water bottles. And it really saves a ton of money, not buying those coffees and sandwiches and all those little things that don't seem like they're that much. They really do add up on your budget. Another thing that we do constantly, we've been doing this for a long time, and we still do it, is we try to buy whatever is on sale, buy more of the sale items and less of what's not on sale. If you check, I think on Pinterest, you'll be able to find a sales cycle where it shows you which foods are on sale in which months. Like cranberry sauce is always on sale in November and December because it's normally used more than for holidays. So if you buy at that time, you're going to get it cheapest, and then you can buy enough to get you to the next sale. So we do try to pay attention to those sales cycles. And when meat is down, we had split chicken breasts on sale this week for 99 cents. So I bought extra to can, to freeze, to, put away any way I can. And we'll eat more chicken this week because That's what's cheap. That's how we do it to save money, especially with larger families. It can be extremely difficult. And even with, single people in their home, it's harder to buy bigger mounts. But if you buy those big giant packages, a couple of them, and break them down, you can save a ton of money if you get your meats and vegetables and things like that on sale. Growing and foraging food. That is food that you don't have to spend money on. A pack of seeds you can usually get for around $2, and you can grow pounds and pounds of food. It really does save a lot. There's work and time invested in it, but it saves money when you don't have the cash to spend. The next thing we have been doing, and this is more recent, because of the gas prices, they are just so expensive, and we live out of the way. We are not in the city. I can't just scoot down the road a couple miles and go to the store. It takes a little bit to get out there. And so my parents live right next door. So that is super handy and good for all of us because we have each other to lean on. And also, we have neighbors that are wonderful. And we have been carpooling to save on gas. If I have to go out to get something, I will call up and say, hey, do you need anything while I'm out? Do you want to come with me? And we will make the rounds and do all the stuff. And that way, I may pay for gas this week and my mom may pay for gas next week, or however, it works out. A lot of times we try to call each other, especially if we're going out of town for anything. We can ride together. It really does save a ton of money, and wear and tear on the vehicle. It definitely saves on that too. And it is really good to get in that habit. If you can walk places or ride a bike, that's a great way to save on fuel as well. We're kind of out, so that's a long ride. It's a very long ride to the store. So, but that really has been a great saver for us, and we love that aspect of it. We can share with the neighbors, and my parents are right there next door, so that works out really well. And if you have someone close nearby you that you can do that with, it will really make a big difference in the amount of fuel that saving on home repairs as well. Do as much of the work as you can. Hiring everything out is great. If you can't do it, you have to hire it out. That's definitely understandable. But if you can do the work, or even learn enough to get to that point where you can fix a few things, that will save you a bunch. And also, when you do need to do those repairs, hit the clearance bins. Like Lowe's and Home Depot, places like that, they have like cut off pieces of wood that are cheaper. So if you only need a 4-foot piece of wood, you can get it cheaper than buying a 12-foot piece that you really don't need. And that's a great way to do it. Clearance bins, also great. People misorder doors, windows, things like that all the time. So they will have them marked down in the store because they're not a normal size that they sell. And someone had ordered them and they're not right. So you can get them cheap. I saw a door in Lowe's the other day for $33. I couldn't even believe it. An interior door, but that's pretty cheap for an interior door. Also, check like Restores, Habitat for Humanity. They have building supplies, paint, things you need to fix your home. People donate all kinds of stuff. They have furniture, appliances, lots of stuff. If you can't afford a new refrigerator, you might be able to find something there that's still really good quality, or even new. A lot of new items are donated there. So that can be a great help as well to fix the things in your home. It's a great time to go over your budget and see where you can cut things. What types of things could you cut? And also, I had an issue with one of our phones, and I called, and while I was on the phone, they offered me to change a service, which landed up giving me a better service for $25 less a month. I'll take a discount, absolutely. I wasn't going to change anything, but when they offered that to me and it was $25 cheaper per month, definitely I'll take it. Works out in the long run, and it saves money. So definitely I would call if you have cable, phone, any kind of utilities like that. definitely call, see if they have some sort of discount or promotion going on that can save you money. And sometimes it can be a really big savings, sometimes it's just a little bit, but right now in this world, every penny counts. With fuel costs rising so high, right now it's really important to start planning your winter heat. We burn wood, so honestly, the first thing we do every spring is get ready for next winter. As soon as it starts warming up, we're worried about it getting cold. But that's because we burn wood, that's something we do. We have to get it cut and split and stacked so it can dry out and be ready for the next season when it's time. So definitely with the fuel costs rising so rapidly, I would be looking into how you are going to heat. If you are using oil or gas or whatever it is, maybe you could get that filled up. Well, it is probably going to be cheaper right now than it will be come fall. So I would definitely be planning on that and seeing how you're going to be able to budget that in, changing, because if you can save a little money on one thing, maybe you can put a little bit extra towards the heating costs, because they are going to continue to rise. With all these costs and price hikes and everything changing so much in our country and around the world, really, we are going to start seeing more of families living together like they used to. You know, different generations living together, grandma, child, grandchild. We're going to see more of that, I think, in the future out of necessity, because having all these separate households is really going to get so expensive. Many people are not going to be able to afford it. There are already, foreclosures are blasting high right now. People are losing their homes. Things are crazy. People just can't make ends meet with all these price increases. So if that may be something that can help you and your family, I'm not sure. If one person has a larger house and everybody's willing, it can definitely be a hard situation, but sometimes it works out for the best and can really help everyone in the family by splitting the costs and living together. And if you have anything that you're doing right now to help fight off inflation, please put it in the comments down below. It really helps other people, and the community is what makes this channel so great. You guys are amazing. You're so kind and helpful to everybody, and I just love that. And that's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.